ABC 40 News at 6 in high definition.
Police in 2 cities make 2 major heroin busts just hours apart. Good evening, I'm Shannon Heggie.
And I'm Dave Matson. The arrest took place last night, one in West Springfield, not far from the Holyoke line, the other on Beach Street in Holyoke. The arrests are putting the spotlight on the area's large heroin problem.
ABC 40's Brennan Monahan joins us live in Holyoke now with a closer look. Brennan?
Yeah, Dave and Shannon, this is an all-too-real look. Take a look at this. We're between Appleton and Essex Streets in Holyoke and behind an abandoned building. And what you're seeing right now is all drug paraphernalia that's left back here for days on end. It's a just indicative sign of a problem that runs rampant here in Holyoke.
Used needles, bloody bandages. Just a few signs of an alleyway riddled with drug abuse. Holvin Vasquez says this is just a sample of the problem.
There was needles all over. There's a lot of kids that be passing around. They see all this, so I went and I got some bags over there and I cleaned it up.
Holvin has 3 kids and lives nearby. He fears if he doesn't clean up the needles, any neighborhood kids could find them.
I would say that's the worst part of this, the kids seeing this. Any of these kids just playing around, grab one of these needles and you never know, catch HIV, hepatitis.
Hovind says even when he does clean this area up, within 2 to 3 days, it's once again filled with drug debris.
On Thursday, there were no drug users around. Holyoke police put a dent in the drug trade Wednesday night. They seized about 158 bags of heroin at this Beach Street apartment. 4 people were arrested. Meanwhile, miles away, West Springfield police also seized about 150 heroin bags at about the same time at this Dunkin' Donuts.
I know a lot of people out there, they're trying to do good, but they can't, homeless. They go to these places to get a detox, get a program, no beds, no way.
Tim Purrington says that's why the city's needle exchange program is doing well, even in just 2 months' time. The center tries to stop the spread of disease by allowing users to exchange dirty needles for clean ones.
It's a startup program, so we haven't reached our full force yet, but we've served many people in the area, and the word is getting out.
Purrington says workers also talk with users about long-term addiction help, part of a long-term plan to clean the city of alleys like this one.
Now, what you're seeing right now, these orange packets and paper baggies that you're seeing here and plastic baggies, those are little packets that are dropped off by Tapestry health officials to areas in the city where they know that heroin use runs rampant in hopes that drug users will read the information on there and use the more safe way of taking these drugs and ingesting them into their bodies. But, of course, the folks who live around here, that's little consolation because areas like this are all spread out throughout these downtown Holyoke behind these abandoned buildings. Dave and Shannon.
Brendan, thanks. Now, if you see needles in Holyoke that need to be cleaned up, Tapestry Health has an outreach team that will go out and pick them up. To contact them, just head to WGGB.com. Well, today the FDA told doctors and hospitals to stop using products from the New England Compound Center in Framingham. The government believes that steroids from that plant are the reason behind the deadly meningitis outbreak that has killed 5 people so far in 6 states. Another 30 people have been sickened by the steroid. Now, the pharmacy says they ship the steroid to facilities in 23 states. Earlier today, I spoke with ABC's Dr. Richard Besser, who's very concerned about this outbreak.
A fungal meningitis is a very severe infection. It's hard to treat. It can be devastating. And so, if you received an injection of steroids for back pain, you can check with your doctor and see, was it the product that has been recalled? And then if you develop any symptoms of meningitis, stiff neck, high fever, bad headache, see your doctor immediately so you can get treated.
We've contacted the hospitals in this area to see if they use the steroid in question. Baystate Medical Center and Mercy say they do not carry steroids from that Framingham plant. We haven't been able to contact any of the other hospitals.
Northampton police are looking for someone they say robbed the Walgreens on Main Street in Florence. It happened Wednesday night just before 7. Police say a man dressed in all black said he had a gun and asked for drugs. The suspect got away with bottles of oxycodone. No one was injured and police are still investigating. Springfield police need your help capturing the man in these photos. He broke into the Pride gas station on Page Boulevard on September 28th around 2 a.m. And then last night, police say he came back for more and stole even more money and cigarettes. If anyone has information regarding this burglary, call the number on your screen, 787-6355. Well, it's been a warm but wet, another gloomy day across the valley.
Yeah, we've had one good day this week. It's been drizzling most of the day, but we see some heavier stuff moving in right now. For the latest on that, we check in with ABC 40's Brittany Decker. Brittany?
Hey, guys. Yeah, it was definitely a gray day today, that's for sure. And we do have some rain coming through right now. And we're really getting the heaviest stuff during this evening commute as you're probably leaving work this evening. I'm going to move out of your way so you can see here. The heaviest stuff right now is in Westfield, heading toward Holyoke and Springfield. We are seeing some rain, too, up north in western Mass, but most of it really is going to move out relatively quickly. Within the hour is what I guess. We see a lot of clearing here out west. Could bring some more clouds, but we're really going to clear up right around 8 o'clock this evening. And as we head toward the later end of the night, we're really going to clear up and lead to a more beautiful day as we look toward tomorrow. And also those dew point temperatures are quite high today, and we're going to cool off tomorrow, feeling much more fall-like conditions. But for this evening, about 62 degrees, lower 60s. Again, a few showers, but we are clearing up relatively quickly. I'll give you more with our look at our weekend in just a couple of minutes. Dave and Shannon?
Brittany, thanks. Well, no big surprise here. Bobby Valentine was fired today by the Boston Red Sox. For more on that, we turn things over to our sports director, Mike Leslie. Mike?
Dave, thanks. As you said, this was a very poorly kept secret, but today the Red Sox let Bobby Valentine go. Valentine led the Red Sox to a 69-93 campaign littered with issues that brought this storied franchise crumbling to the ground. Now, after the monster trade with the Dodgers that cleared a drastic amount of payroll, and after letting Valentine go, the Red Sox have cleared house to a degree. Now it's up to Sox GM Ben Cherington to decide upon the future of the organization. These were his comments earlier today.
You know, I think what we learned is that the best that we want as we move forward, we want to work together. I want to work together with John, Tom, and Larry to identify the people that give us the best chance to help create a culture. We do need a bit of a culture change. It wasn't Bobby's responsibility for where we ended up. But the fact is that this was a disappointing year in a lot of different ways. And in order for us to be good again, there needs to be a change in the culture, and I want to work with John, Tom, and Larry to find the right guy to help us do that.
Both Cherington as well as Larry Lucchino, who you saw there, made it clear that they did not feel it was only Valentine's fault. They said it was the entire organization that was involved in this failure here in 2012. Now, Valentine was hired last December. Cherington and the rest of the Sox organization hoping that this time around the hire will come much quicker. Dave?
Let's hope he's got that same excitement in his voice as Theo Epstein, too. It's, well, producing productivity, that's what the state calls their $100 million deal with railroad company CSX. It forced the state to raise many of its bridges that trains run under them. The reason for doing this is to allow double-stacked freight trains to pass under them. The project means the West Springfield Rail Yard can be expanded.
So that means containers coming here, products being unloaded, shipped, also opportunities for distribution and warehousing jobs. So it's about diversifying and strengthening the economy.
Now, these new bridges are expected to last between 75 and 100 years, and according to the Lieutenant Governor, the project is well ahead of schedule.
Well, Rail America wants to be a major player in the local train game. The company wants to set up a line that will help service the people of Central Mass, Connecticut, and Vermont. Blake Lamoth, who chairs Palmer's Redevelopment Authority, says the project will do wonders for the area. The additional rail service will make train travel easily available to 1 million people that otherwise would not, including some 90,000 college students.
We look at this corridor as complementary to the Knowledge Corridor. It'll serve a whole different body of people. And the concept that we've come up with is to have a loop system, basically, that'll serve all of Central Mass, Connecticut, and Vermont.
Tomorrow, U.S. Transportation Secretary Ray LaHood will be in Brattleboro, Vermont to look at Rail America's proposal. You know, these days people rely on their home's internet connection for everything from email to gaming. And now internet providers are rolling out sweeping changes in the way to pay for that access. The changes could have some paying a lot more, too. ABC 40's Nathan O'Leary joins us from the newsroom with more on that. Nathan?
Well, Shannon, Comcast right here, they have started a pilot program, a trial, so to speak, in Tucson, Arizona, where they're trying a tiered data usage plan on home internet use per month. It's similar to the plans that we're already familiar with when it comes to our cell phones. Every time you email from home, stream a movie, send pictures, play games, data is going back and forth over your internet connection. And now we may have to start counting that data like calories in a diet. A new tiered plan from Comcast would start with a basic allowance of 300 gigabytes a month for $40, up to 600 gigabytes for $200. Comcast is helping people estimate which plan they need with a data usage calculator on their website. You basically click on things like video, and you're going to slide it over to, say, how many movies you watch a month, 6. Going to click on music. How do you stream, download music? How many songs a month? How many hours do you stream the music? And as you're doing all of this, you can see that this usage right there is going up. But it's important to remember this is only an estimate of average use. Tony Russell Smith from Yes Computers said simply, higher quality equals more data.
And like many people, if you stream on Netflix, if you get the high definition version of the stream, that takes up to 3 or 4 times as much data as the standard definition version.
Netflix says an hour of streaming HD, for example, eats up about 2 gigabytes.
If you play games online, that's another big data sink, usually between 500 megabytes and 2 gigabytes. It's for say a 2-hour session, depending on how detailed the game is.
Russell Smith recommended using the calculator to choose a plan, but then check actual usage for a month or 2 to see if you need a smaller plan or a little more wiggle room with a larger plan. And here's something to keep in mind, too. Comcast says that it would also be warning customers if they get to that point. At 90% of their data cap, they would be sent an email. And it's also important to note that it's not just Comcast that wants to see the results of this pilot program. Other internet providers are also going to be looking at the results because, like with cell phone data tier usage, if one company does it, other ones likely will. Shannon?
Nathan, thanks. There's no word on when Comcast will make a decision whether to roll out the tiered plan in the rest of the country.
Raising some money on the radio, the annual Shriners Radiothon back on the air today. What you can do to help out next.
And we'll time out the rain from this evening and give you a look at our weekend forecast coming right up.
This is Scott Brown from The Road, and I approve this message. This economy has been tough on the middle class. How difficult has it actually been for you and your family?
It has been very difficult since I've been out of work. I'm a single mom. I just want to pick myself up. I want to get back to work so I can get on with my life.
People like Diane keep me focused on what really matters. To me, creating jobs is more important than what party you belong to. That's why one of the first votes I took as a senator was for a Democratic jobs bill.
Autumn's harvest is ready for you today at Randall's Farm, Ludlow.
The right team can make all the difference out on the track. And when it comes to a winning smile, you can rely on the team at Aspen Dental with dentists and staff who treat you with respect and get you the care you need.
Right now, new patients get a free exam and x-rays. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL or schedule an appointment at aspendental.com.
Win a trip for 2 to meet me and Tony Stewart in Vegas. You get travel and hotel, pit passes, and even a helicopter ride to the track. Text Aspen to 47170 and follow the directions to enter. Or enter today at aspendental.com.
There's a clear choice between Elizabeth Warren and Scott Brown.
It's not the millionaires who need tax cuts, it's the folks around here.
Scott Brown voted to block tax cuts for 98% of Massachusetts families, unless there were more tax breaks for millionaires. It's a $2 trillion tax hike. Check the facts.
Scott Brown is definitely not for working America.
Elizabeth Warren supports tax cuts for middle-class families and small businesses.
This lady will fight for us.
I'm Elizabeth Warren, and I approve this message.
She's definitely on our side.
Who has the best living room values?
I do. They're always on sale.
My everyday living room prices just can't be beat. No way, no how.
I've sold thousands of living rooms, but this one is the ultimate.
Oversized sofa with reversible cushions, only $449.
Matching love seat, only $399.
A real bargain at only $848 for both.
But at my Bob's, package deals are king. Both pieces only $7.99.
Sorry, Mr. Wannabe. Bob's no dummy.
Now, your ABC 40 First Warning Forecast.
Good Thursday evening, everybody. I'm Brittany Decker in for Ed Carroll tonight, and we are seeing some commotion on our radar right now. We had a gloomy day overall, very gray today, but we are seeing some rain going through our evening commute, so hopefully you're all driving safely as you're on your way home from work. But really, it actually is weakening quite a bit as it gets toward us, and the heaviest rain right now is really in Westfield, Holyoke, Springfield, Granville, down in southern Hampden County. And if you look at our wider shot here, we do see some rain up and down the Pioneer Valley. But if you take a look out west, we do see it clearing out, and there's really no commotion even farther out west. So we're going to clear out mostly within the hour, really. But by 7:30, we should see most of that action move out, and maybe following with just a couple of light showers as we continue through the later evening. But as we look toward the later night tonight, we should be completely done with all that rain and clearing for the day tomorrow, leading to some sunshine for our Friday and more comfortable fall-like temperatures. So if you're going to take a day off of work, I would recommend it, but of course I didn't tell you to do that. You could always pack your walking shoes in your bag and go for a nice walk during your lunch break tomorrow too if you're in the office. But we do unfortunately have some rain for the weekend. I don't expect it to be a complete washout at this point, but of course we'll keep you updated with that, and I'll tell you more about it in just a couple of minutes. Just a little bit of reflection on the day today. Temperatures got to the mid to upper 60s, and it actually felt quite warm out there because of those dew point temperatures also in the 60s, feeling very sticky and muggy and almost summer-like today. But that won't be lasting as that cold front comes through with the rain tonight. It should be making it a bit cooler feeling as we look toward the day tomorrow. Still some clouds for the evening, again 62 degrees, not feeling too cold out there, and temperatures are bottoming out about 50 degrees tonight, so again, keeping with a little bit mild temperatures, I guess, as we figure evening temperatures are concerned. So taking a look here at our future weather, again, we see that yellow that's with us now, even a little bit of orange near the Springfield area, which could mean some heavy rain. I don't really expect any lightning or thunder going on, but you never know. Could be some heavy rain and heavy, action going on, I guess, right now, but really that's heading out. And we do see, some light rain that could be following it. But mostly by 7:30, 8 o'clock, we should be clearing out, keeping those clouds with us at least for a little while. But those clouds are going to go along with it, too. Clearing up for the morning tomorrow. Your wake-up conditions should be nice. And as we look toward noontime tomorrow, we're going to see quite a bit of sunshine out there. Maybe a couple of pop-up showers during the evening hours. And those clouds are going to start rolling back in as we look toward the later night on Friday and heading on into the day Saturday. We do expect some showers for Saturday. Hopefully not steady rain, though. 50 degrees tonight, clearing and cooler. And as we look toward tomorrow, a beautiful day with lots of sunshine, 76 degrees, and feeling very warm and pleasant. Taking a look here at our 7-day forecast, again, we see it reached about mid-60s today. But as we look toward tomorrow, that really was my pick of the week. Lots of sunshine, 76 degrees, and really a perfect fall day tomorrow. We also see, of course, those leaves starting to change colors, looking quite beautiful. And as we look toward the weekend, we do see some clouds in our forecast, and we could possibly see some rain as well for Saturday and possibly the later day on Sunday as well. But as we look toward next week, cooler temperatures and definitely feeling more fall-like.
Pretty until you have to rake them.
You're right. that is very true.
All right, thanks, Brittany.
Thank you, guys.
Well, the annual Shriners Radiothon is well underway.
Yes, the Mix 93.1's Zito and Karen are broadcasting live from the Shriners Hospital for Children in Springfield. Brad and Bo from News Talk 560 are there as well. The fundraiser kicked off at 5 a.m. this morning and won't stop until 8 p.m. tomorrow night.
We treat orthopedic patients here in Springfield and people with neuromuscular conditions, and every dollar that comes in helps us treat more children.
To donate to the cause, you can call the number right there on your screen, 413-314-6000 or 888-554-2411. And we'll be right back after this.
T40 Weather is brought to you by Belize and BelizeAuto.com.
The all-new Belize Ford will open next spring, but you can save big right now. It's the Belize Ford Construction Reduction Sale, and we've lowered prices on every Ford in stock. Get a great deal on the Ford you want right now during the Belize Ford Construction Reduction Sale, only at Belize Ford on Boston Road in Wilbraham.
Discover new ways to decorate your home. It's Raymore and Flanagan's Columbus Day event. Every brand is on sale. Incredible savings on Bernhard and Broyhill. The beauty of Cindy Crawford. Styles from the Tootsie Editions and Lazy Boy. Designs by Kathy Ireland. Have it all in less than 3 days.
I did it with no money down.
Interest-free till 2016. Raymore and Flanagan's Columbus Day event. Everything's on sale.
Join us Thursday, October 11th at the Western Mass Business Expo. This business-to-business show features hundreds of exhibitors, free educational seminars, and dynamic speakers. Showcase your products and services in front of thousands of top-level executives, professionals, and decision-makers. The Western Mass Business Expo, produced by Business West, presented by Comcast Business Class, and sponsored by these companies. Join us Thursday, October 11th at the Mass Mutual Center in Springfield. Why would you be anywhere else?
I'm Scott Brown, and I approve this message.
Elizabeth Warren wanted to get ahead. Harvard thought that Elizabeth Warren was a minority because she said so.
Harvard touted her as a minority. She got caught lying, and she tried to cover it up.
Probably felt she was going to gain something.
There are already enough people in Washington that are deceitful.
If Elizabeth Warren were to do this to advance her career at Harvard, I think there's no telling what she might do in order to advance her agenda in Washington, D.C.
Your weekends just got better. 40 in the Morning Weekend. Weekends at 7 a.m.
East Longmeadow goalkeeper Ann Stack is easily one of the top players in Western Mass, and she helped lead her team to a Western Mass title and a berth in the state championship game a year ago. Now a senior, Stack is ready to take it to the next level, winning a state title. Today, though, she's our ABC 40 Athlete of the Week.
I'm not afraid to save anything. I think that's really important. I enjoy it. I like being the one to make that big save in that moment that you need to. I like that feeling.
It's that fearlessness that allows Ann Stack to be the kind of goalkeeper she is. And it's that fearlessness that allows her to pitch a shutout against a state-ranked opponent, like she did against Belchertown Tuesday night.
I'd been thinking about that game for like 4 days. That was the only thing on my mind. For this game, I think I wanted a shutout more than any game just because of our history with Belchertown. And I think that being ready for the game mentally really helped me in preparing physically.
Last year, Belchertown beat East Longmeadow, but this year, Stack's shutout led to a scoreless draw between the two teams. A senior now, Stack has a lot of experience to draw upon, like a concussion that stole a big chunk of her sophomore season.
Sitting on the sidelines is one of the hardest things to go through, especially as a keeper when you can just judge things so differently by looking at it rather than looking in goal. The concussion was unfortunate, but it happens, and I think I learned a lot that year.
She's also learned a tremendous amount from her very hard-working parents.
Working hard will give you that confidence. Like, if you work for what you want, you'll be able to accomplish it. And I think that was for, like, in life, definitely my parents gave me that confidence. My dad doesn't have the greatest job, but they make it work, and they make it work for our family, which shows me that you do what you do not only for yourself, but for the ones that you love.
And that includes her teammates. Stack and the rest of the Spartans have 2 concrete goals for the 2012 season, repeating as Western Mass champions and avenging their loss in the state title game a year ago and taking home the state championship.
Writing it down as a quantitative goal really helps you to accomplish it, because then once that period of time is over, you can check things off. And if you can't, then you know that you need to work that much harder. If we accomplish it, I mean, well, that would be so amazing, especially being a senior. But I mean, for any of these girls, we work so hard for each other. And I think that if we can accomplish that, which I believe we can, we just need to work for it, it will be the perfect end to a season.
They're still undefeated. They're ranked number 2 in the state, so they're very, very talented, and a state championship is certainly within their grasp. So that's the goal for this year.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
It'd be so exciting for them, too, and for us to watch, frankly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Well, coming up next, doing good in school has its advantages. Sometimes you get a little revenge against the principal.
This portion of ABC 40 News is brought to you by your local Western Massachusetts Hyundai dealers.
Everybody turns to check out the 2013 Sonata. And now we've turned its price into a crowd pleaser, too. During Hyundai's Savings at Every Turn sales event, you can get a Sonata for not $199, not $189, but $179 a month, or 0.9% APR. Plus, you'll get an EPA estimated 35 mpg highway. Turn today into the day you get a Sonata for $179 a month, or 0.9% APR. Hurry to your Hyundai dealer now. The Savings at Every Turn sales event ends October 31st.
Autumn specials are going on now at DNL Fence. Call DNL at 783-1370 for special discounts. Licensed, fully insured, and free estimates. Owners Don and Lori believe that fencing should be affordable. And yes, that time is almost here. Call on DNL Fence for your snow removal, too.
I'm Scott Brown, and I approve this message.
Elizabeth Warren wanted to get ahead. Harvard thought that Elizabeth Warren was a minority because she said so.
Harvard touted her as a minority. She got caught lying, and she tried to cover it up.
Probably felt she was going to gain something.
There are already enough people in Washington that are deceitful.
If Elizabeth Warren were to do this to advance her career at Harvard, I think there's no telling what she might do in order to advance her agenda in Washington, D.C.
Nobody does ice cream like Friendly's. For generations, we've been scooping all the flavors you love any way you like. On a cone, through a straw, with a spoon, and best of all, with a cherry on top. It's Friendly's. Oh, yeah.
Hi, I'm Peter from Danko Modern, and the most satisfying part of the job is giving customers special deals on great furniture. So recently I asked suppliers for overstock items that we could sell at discount. The result is a 4-day tent event this Friday through Monday. Save on bedroom, dining, and office furniture, sofas and recliners, and even more savings inside the store. The tent event at Danko Modern, just north of Northampton off I-91 and online at dankomodern.com.
Looks like a lot of fun, doesn't it? I hope those pies didn't have any filling in them. They're probably just that whipped cream kind of pie. Principal and vice principal of Springfield's Harena School, dozens of pies thrown in their faces.
Students got this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity because they did so well on the MCAS testing. Now, if the kids at school do better in their MCAS scores next year, the principal and vice principal say they will go in a dunk tank while wearing evening gowns. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's great when they give the kids an incentive and have fun with them and let them
to do that.
Attack.
I never got to do that. That's awesome.
A lot of frustrations get out there. Yeah, that's good.
You should have brought a pie for Dave today.
Our principal used to dress up in a chicken
frustrations
suit.
against me?
Absolutely not.
No.
You better get to the weather before you start
I know, I'm in trouble here. Some rain going through right now. I guess pretty heavy in the Springfield area, heading our way anyway. Toward Westfield, Tallinn, we see some heavy rain. But it really is moving out quite quickly, and within the hour, we should be pretty much finished with some rain, maybe some light rain as we head toward the later evening, heading into the night tonight. But clearing quite nicely for the day tomorrow, leading to a rather perfect fall day. Lots of sunshine, mid-70s, and great overall low dew points, so we're going to be feeling pretty good. But as we look toward the weekend, I don't think it'll be a complete washout as of yet, but we could see some scattered showers on Saturday and some possible later showers for our day on Sunday, and also some cooler temperatures as we look toward the second half of the weekend and on to next week.
You missed your opportunity last week, by the way. So.
All right, that'll do it for us tonight. You can watch us at 11 after Scandal.
Or on ABC 40, first on Fox 10 after Glee. For all of us, thanks for watching.
Have a good night.
ABC 40 hairstyles, courtesy of Ochoa.